What's good, everybody? It's your boy Matthew Maley from MatthewMaley.com. Well, it's not Friday, it's actually Sunday, but I am back on the couch, so it's time for another, I won't call it my weekly movie review because I'm still probably going to do one on Friday, but this is a special exception. I was actually able to make it out to the theater, so I wanted to kind of introduce a little extra change, and anytime I do a weekly movie review, it'll probably be on something that I rented or something out of my collection if nothing good came out to rent. But I think whenever I actually see a movie out in the theater, I'll probably just do a review right then, so you guys can go check it out, make sure it doesn't, leave theaters, whatever. So today's review is on a movie that's getting a ton of attention from the Academy, and from what I've reviewed or read up to this point, is looking like a pretty good lock to at least win a couple Academy Awards. As you guys know from a couple of past of my reviews, I try to see all the Academy Award nominated movies just so I have an idea, of what's going for the Oscar. But since I've been injured, I haven't been able to see as many as I would like. But today was able to go out to celebrate my pop's birthday, so we went out and watched True Grit today. Now, True Grit is starring an amazing Jeff Bridges, Matt Damon, Josh Brolin, Barry Pepper, and I believe it's pronounced Haley Stenfield, who plays the little girl. And no joke, before I say anything, going into the review, Haley Stenfield's performance has to win the Oscar this year. It was absolutely incredible. It was utterly amazing. Her portrayal and her power and her screen presence was, for somebody of her age and of her character in the movie, is unlike anything I can remember, to be quite honest. But anyway, the story takes place Old West days. It follows the manhunt, really, of Josh Brolin, who's a murderer, kills this little girl's father. And in her attempt to find him, she employs the help of first a U.S. Marshal, that played by Jeff Bridges, and then eventually, kind of undesired, but ended up working out, that of Matt Damon, who is a Texas Ranger. And that right there is what makes this movie so good. The back and forth dialogue while they're just riding horses through the wilderness, through the Native American reservation, looking for this outlaw, this bandit. That is what makes this movie. And that's really what the Coens are so well known for. That banter, that dialogue, that just back and forth. I'll zing you, then you come back, then I'll go, that's what really, really makes their movies so enjoyable to watch. And truly, Jeff Bridges' performance is incredibly captivating. If it weren't for how well Haley's performance was, you would have been talking about how he stole every single scene. But honestly, he still was right there competing. And it was really well done. I want to give a special shout out to Matt Damon because his role, his character, really didn't give him that much to grow with, that much to work with. And because he is such a well-known and good actor, you really could have seen him trying to overact the role because he was going up against such a great performance by Jeff Bridges and by Haley Stenfield. So I really want to commend him for his performance because he didn't overact. He didn't Pacino it in Heat, which I still love that movie, but Pacino overacted that role, and I think it took away from the movie. So I was really impressed with Matt Damon on that aspect. So, also, I thought it was kind of weird that they billed Josh Brolin as a big name in it. Obviously, they were just trying to go off of the fact that No Country for Old Men, he starred in and was filmed by the Coens. So I know they were just trying to touch on that because, honestly, he just had an extended cameo. That was it. They should have billed Barry Pepper more because Barry Pepper had a way better part than Josh Brolin. And in my opinion, added way more to the movie. But, that's, I guess, why I'm not a director. But honestly, let me know what you guys think about that. Do you really think Josh Brolin should have been on the main billboard? I personally don't. But anyway, great movie. has an old cowboy feel to it, which I'm not big. I won't call it a Western, but I'm not big on the old cowboy feel, and I thought it was very well done. It had some great moments, some tense moments, some really good action. That's one thing I always liked about the Coens, about Quentin Tarantino, Robert Rodriguez. They all aren't afraid to dumb down I don't want to say dumb down the violence, but to Hollywood it, to sugarcoat the violence. And in the same sense, that does lead to sometimes there being too much violence, some gratuitous violence. Kill Bill comes to mind, Machete. But in the same sense, with this, I don't ever feel like it was over the top violence as much as it was to show the purpose, to show how brutal those times really were, to show how hard and traumatic for everybody those times really were. So I really enjoyed it. I recommend it, definitely. I give it 4.5 out of 5 stars. I'm sorry, losing my voice. Once again, 4.5 out of 5 stars, and big thumbs up to the Coens. By far, my favorite Coen movie outside of No Country for Old Men, which I still love even more. But I definitely recommend it. I think Jeff Bridges, though I haven't seen all the other Oscar-nominated flicks, I really think he's going to win the Oscar for it. And I also definitely think Haley Stunsfeld, however it is, I apologize, Haley. I don't know how to pronounce your name properly. But I could really see her winning as well. Plus, if the screenplay doesn't win, if you show me a movie out there from this year with a better back and forth, well-written screenplay, ain't happening. It's got to go to them. Plus, cinematography was really well done, so I can see them winning for that as well. I'm going to try to get out and see King's Speech here in the next week and try to knock out a couple more Oscar flicks. So I'll be trying to review all of those, and then we'll see which one was right, see which one of my picks was correct. So once again, Matthew Maley, MatthewMaley.com. It's not Friday, but we're doing a weekly theater review. How about that? For a movie that's in the theater. There you go. Anyway, follow me on YouTube. Subscribe, like, comment. Follow me on Twitter at Matthew Maley. Follow me on Facebook, Matthew Maley Poker. And finally, MatthewMaley.com. Best poker video blog site out there, if I do say so myself. Well, at least in the top 5. Anyway, I'm out. Peace, y'all.